Great. Well, I think I have not taught you till now, but I have this beautiful opportunity because of the corona and because of you not being able to come to school. I thought, let me teach my kids something. Are you all ready? Shall we do a little bit of English grammar? Yes? Wonderful. So the concept that I'm going to do today is something that is with you right from your grade 1 till 10 and even beyond that. Okay? And it's not that you don't know. You know. I think some of you know a lot of it. Some of you know a little of it. So let us see what I can do to make this concept clear to you. Are you all ready, children? Great. Now when I'm teaching you, you have to be very attentive. Okay? I want you to focus completely. Listen. And in between, when I ask you to write notes, you'll also have to write notes. Okay? Great. Today we're going to be, first let me see how I can make it easier for you. I'm going to be writing few words. Maybe one letter words. Okay? One letter words like I, then a. Any other one letter words? Okay, let's begin with this. Some two letter words. Okay, two letter words like at, am, yeah, then by, some two letter words. Then now we'll write some three letter words, as in mat, boy. Okay, some three letter words. And then we can also take three letter words, four letters, five letters, whatever. Now what do we have here in this column? We have some words, right? Some are one letters, some are two letters, some are three letters. But all these are words. Now, just because I have a list of words, and if you have to read all these words individually, like I, at, am, by, mat, boy. So if I have to read all this put together, let us see if we can make any meaning out of it. Shall we try? I, at, am, by, mat, boy. So is there any meaning out of it? I'll read it once again for you. I, at, am, by, mat, boy. Any meaning? No meaning. Right? So we have some words, but for us to make a meaning out of the words that are available, we'll have to group them properly. Yes? We have to arrange them properly. And we have to ensure that there is complete meaning out of it. Am I right? So can we make a sentence with these words? Like maybe we can take I am a boy. Yes? So let us try it. I am a boy. So tell me which list of these words, makes a meaning. I, at, am, by, mat, boy, or I am a boy. Right. So this is something that is making complete sense. Yes? So we have a group of words here. We also have a group of words here. However, this group of words does not make any sense, does not make any meaning. But this group of words makes complete sense. I am a boy. Yes? So, when you have words and when you put them together to make a complete, meaning or sense, then you call this group of words a sentence. Yes? Okay. So, this group of words, a group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. Yes, children? You agree with me? Yes? Okay. A group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. So we have a group of words here, but it does not make any sense, so it doesn't come under a sentence. We have a group of words here that we framed out of these words, but we framed it meaningfully so that it makes sense. Not only sense, but complete sense. And so we call this group of words a sentence. Yes? Now, so today we are going to learn about what is a sentence. So what is a sentence? A group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. Agree with me? So much is clear to all of you? Great. Now, I want you to note down the definition of a sentence. So the question is, what is a sentence? And the answer is, a group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. Have you written it? Yes? Now, can you make a sentence? Can you give an example? Any example. But make sure that it makes complete sense. So maybe I will make a sentence, one more sentence. Okay? I will say, I went to the park. Yeah? I went to the park. Does it make complete sense? Yes? So this can also be called a sentence because it also makes complete sense. Now, so we can make as many sentences as possible with as many combinations as possible. But only thing is that you must remember that it makes complete sense. Suppose I say, there is no am here. There is only a boy. So a boy also makes sense. Yeah? A boy makes sense. But it doesn't make complete sense. But if I say I am a boy, then it makes complete sense. Now if we come to this sentence, I went also makes sense. That means you went. Where you went, nobody knows. Yeah? I went. Where you went, nobody knows. When you went, nobody knows. But there is some meaning. You went. I went. Okay. Now if I'm just going to keep it as I went, it makes some meaning but not complete meaning. Yeah? Similarly, if I say to the park, that also makes some sense but not complete sense. Yes? So, if you have groups of words that make sense but not complete sense, then it is called a phrase. Now this is a sentence and this is a phrase. So this side I am going to write sentence and this side I am going to write phrase. I am going to just introduce what a phrase is to you. We are not going to go deeper into this because you won't need it right now. Okay? So, a group of words, yes, you can tell me children. Yes, say it loudly. A group of words, very good, which makes sense but not complete sense. Is called a phrase. Got it? See the difference? This is a sentence, that is a phrase. A group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. You must underline. A group of words, you can also underline group of words. Group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. Yeah? Then what is a phrase? This is also a group of words. Okay? A group of words which makes sense, okay, but not complete sense is called a phrase. Understood? Yes? Because I want this concept to be understood right from grade 3 level. I want my 3rd graders to understand this, 4th graders, 5th, 6th. Okay? So, a group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. A group of words which make sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. So, let us come to this. Okay? We'll take the same example or shall we take something else? Fine, we'll take some other example. Peter is a good boy. Okay? Peter is a good boy. So, we are talking about Peter. What are we saying about Peter? That he is a good boy. So, it's making complete sense. No room for any question. No room for any doubt. Yes? So, a group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. So, we call this a sentence. Yeah? Because it makes complete sense. Now, we come here. Okay? Now, Peter is a good boy. Now, if I have to make sense but not complete sense, I can say a good boy. Yes? A good boy. Yeah? I can simply say a good boy. So, there is some meaning. There is some sense. Okay? A good boy. Who is a good boy? We don't know. But yes, maybe a good boy. But in the group of 10, who is a good boy? We don't know. Yeah? So this is a phrase. Now suppose I say, my house is behind the tree. Okay? It makes complete sense. My house is behind the tree. Yes? Now if I have to take this as a phrase, I can say my house, yeah? Or I can say behind the tree. Yes? I can say behind the tree. Now we have a group of words here. We have a group of words here also. But this group of words makes complete sense, and so it is called a sentence. That group of words makes sense but not complete sense, and so it is called a phrase. So much is clear for you? So can you quickly jot it down? Yes? Yeah. Now, I think you can write out some examples of a sentence and a phrase a little later. So shall I erase the board? So I think you need to know the meaning of a phrase, the difference between a sentence and a phrase, and that's the reason I introduced this concept of phrase. But with this, we close this. You don't need this anymore. Okay? Now we are going to just stick to a little more of sentences. Okay? Alright. Now I am going to introduce types of sentences. There is a sentence, alright, which says a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. But do you know that there are types of sentences? Yeah? Do you know that? I think you know it. Yeah? So, we are coming to the second part of the concept. Types of sentences. Children, we have, can you tell me how many types of sentences we have? Yeah, I can hear you. Some of you are saying 2. I can hear somebody saying 3. What, 8? I can hear somebody saying 8 also. Okay. We have 4 different types of sentences. How many children? 4 different types of sentences. Alright. Now, one is called a statement. Okay? Okay? Now this, as you go to higher classes, you will call this declarative sentence. What will you call it? Declarative. Or maybe I will introduce the actual word and then come to a simpler word. Maybe that would be better. So you have declarative sentence. This declarative sentence is also called assertive sentence. You have another name for this. Assertive. Okay? So you can say declarative or assertive. So this is one type of sentence. The next type of sentence is imperative. What is it? Imperative. Okay? This is the second type of sentence. Imperative. The third type of sentence is interrogatory. Interrogatory or interrogative. You can say interrogatory or interrogative. I think interrogative will be easier for you to remember. Okay? So this is the third type of sentence. And the fourth type of sentence is exclamatory. Exclamatory. Okay? Did you come across this word before? I think the older kids you would have come across, and the younger ones maybe. I think the younger ones, some of you might be listening to this, words, to these words for the first time. So we have 4 types of sentences. How many? 4 types. Okay? Namely, declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, or interrogatory sentence, and then last, exclamatory. Now when you are in the younger classes, maybe when you are in your grade 2 or grade 3, okay, your teachers will teach you these names with a little simpler name. Okay, so they say statement. What do they say? Statement. Okay, statement. Then they say command. Command or maybe request. This is how they might tell you. Okay, when you are in the older classes. Okay, yeah, statement. Then you have command or request. Then they will tell you that interrogative or interrogatory means question. Okay, and then they will tell you that exclamatory is an exclamatory only. Okay, but to make you understand, they will say surprise sentences. Okay, anything that denotes surprise. So you can call it a surprise sentence. I'm just giving it to you so that you understand better. But usually exclamatory is called exclamatory. Okay, so this is how it is. So shall we quickly revisit? A sentence is a group of words, children, which makes complete sense. And we have 4 types of sentences. 1. Declarative sentence. 2. Imperative sentence. 3. Interrogative sentence. And 4. Exclamatory sentence. Okay, so these are the 4 types of sentences. And all statements, okay, all statements, anything that states something, anything that talks about something, that tells about something, okay, that declares something is called a statement. Okay, all statements generally start with a capital letter and end with the full stop. Okay, all statements start with capital letter. So what is the kind of punctuation now? Start with capital letter and end with full stop. You know what, children, in some countries they don't use the word full stop. They use a word called period. Okay, they use a word called period. We say first period, second period, right? That way, that word period means full stop. Okay, so this is what a period is, or a full stop is, a dot. Yes? So that is the punctuation. Clear? Now, imperative question also will start with a capital letter. Okay. And sometimes it ends with a full stop, or it also can end with an exclamatory mark sometimes, because it can be a command, it can be an order. Okay, so generally it is either full stop, in some cases it is exclamatory. Alright, so these are the most generally used punctuation marks for imperative sentence. The third one is interrogative. I think all of us know, yes, because a question obviously will start with a capital letter, children. Yes, it will start with a capital letter and it will end with a question mark. Yes, I'm not very good at drawing, but then I'm just trying. Yeah, you like it, my question mark? Great. Now coming to exclamatory. Okay, this also starts with a capital letter. So there is a common rule. Okay, all sentences, all the 4 types of sentences, they came to an agreement and they said we all will start with a capital letter. Okay, However, we are different. So maybe each of us can end differently. But when we begin, we all should begin with the capital letter. That is the kind of agreement they signed on. All these 4 types of sentences. Okay? So, exclamatory also starts with the capital letter. Alright? But then it ends with an exclamatory mark. Okay? That is an exclamatory mark. So, I think I just will want to introduce this to you now. And in the next class, we are going to go a little deeper as to what each sentence type is. Okay? So, what is the first thing that we did, children? We understood the definition of a sentence. A group of words which makes complete sense is called a sentence. Yes? And what did we do later? We also understood what is a phrase. A group of words which makes sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. Yes? Then we moved on to understand how many types of sentences are there. So how many types of sentences are there? 4 different types. Yes? And those 4 types are declarative, imperative, interrogative or interrogatory. Okay? And the last is exclamatory. So you can say interrogative, or you can also say interrogatory. Alright. Now, we also understood that the punctuation that is required for each sentence type. Okay? All sentences begin with a capital letter. Alright, children? All sentences begin with a capital letter. However, each sentence ends a little differently. So this, all the time, a statement, a declarative sentence or an assertive sentence, which is also called a statement, all the time ends only with the full stop. It cannot end with a question mark or exclamatory. It has to end only with a full stop, which is also called a period. Okay? Because you might be watching some videos posted by other countries. So you shouldn't get confused. Okay? We say full stop in India, but a lot of other countries say period. Alright? So, statements or declarative sentences always start with capital letter and end with full stop. And all imperative sentences. Okay? It can be a command or a request or an order. I mean, you also have an order sometimes or a wish. Okay? A wish. How I wish I were the queen. Yeah? It's a wish. That also comes under imperative sentence. Alright. So, all imperative sentences will have to start like the other sentences with a capital letter. However, some sentences end with full stop, some end with an exclamatory mark. Okay? Either it ends with a full stop or a period or with an exclamatory mark. Now coming to the third type, children. Interrogatory. Now I told you, interrogatory means question. I don't know how many of you have the habit of listening to the news or how many of you read the newspaper, but usually, when the police is in the picture, the word that is commonly used is the police are interrogating the case. Yeah? The police are interrogating the case. That is a very common word that journalists, you know who journalists are? Those people who write articles in the newspaper, they are called journalists. What are they called, children? Journalists. Journalists. So these journalists, they commonly use that word interrogating. Okay? Let us say, for example, there is a small, robbery that happened in your neighborhood. It could be in your apartment or maybe in your neighbor's house. Okay, in your neighborhood. So the police comes, yeah, and they start interrogating. So what is interrogating? Asking. Okay, they will start asking the people living there so many questions to find out, who could be that potential thief, who could be that potential burglar. Yes? So they will start asking, okay, when did this happen? Who was there? Was the watchman there or not? Okay, was the house locked? Was somebody there in the house? So all these are questions. What the police ask us are all questions. Okay, and that is the reason journalists generally use the word, the police are interrogating the case. The police are interrogating, means asking questions. So the word interrogatory means to ask question. Okay, the word interrogatory means to ask questions. Alright children, so every interrogatory sentence which is called a question will have to begin with a capital letter and it will have to end only with a question mark. Okay, only this. See, suppose you take a statement, it must end only with a full stop or a period. Similarly, a question, there is no confusion. It ends always only with a question mark. Okay, and now when we come to exclamatory sentence, if you look at it, any surprise, sudden feeling, and the surprise is not always pleasant. Sometimes it can be painful. For example, you are playing a game during the games period. Okay, you are running to catch the ball, and suddenly you slip and fall. You say, "Oh no! Ouch!" Did you say that? Ouch! I know most of you use, those words. Shit. That's a very dirty word, children. Shit itself is dirt, right? You shouldn't be using those kind of words. Instead, you can say, "Oh no! Oh dear! Ouch! Oh my!" So these are all exclamatory expressions. Okay. So usually what happens now, you're watching your favorite cricket match. Okay. And obviously, everybody likes to watch that match between India and Pakistan. Yeah? Or maybe they would like to watch the match with India and maybe between India and Australia. Two strong teams when they play, you always want to be there till the end. And this is the last over. Okay? And you have about, let us say, 10 runs for India to score. And in an over you have only 6 balls. So, you're so tensed, you're so nervous, you're biting your nails. You don't know what is going to happen. Anything can happen. We could win, we could lose, yes? And let us say there was a 6. What happens? There is such shout. Hey, you say hooray, yes? But you did not plan. Now the third ball, Dhoni is going to give us 6 and then I have to shout like this. Do you plan? You don't plan. It just comes out like that, isn't it? So that sudden feeling of surprise, okay? Sometimes painful, sometimes pleasant, okay? Those sudden feelings are always in exclamatory sentences. Okay, they are called exclamatory sentences. Sudden feelings of surprise, shock. Okay, they come under this. Alas, my dog hurt himself. Alas. Alas is a very sad and sorrowful expression. You have some expressions which means happiness. Yay, you say, right? You say, hooray, we won the match. So you have some expressions that always denote happiness or victory, and you have some expressions that denote sorrow, sadness. Like alas is one expression that is only used for sorrow. Alas, we lost the match. Alas, my dog hurt himself. Yeah? Alas, our summer holidays are spoiled because of this corona. Isn't it? Yeah? So are you all keeping yourselves safe because of this coronavirus that is spreading? Are you? Are you children? Have lots of water, lots and lots of water. Don't go out. Don't trouble your parents. Okay? Listen to them because they are also having a tough time managing you. Yeah? You should be manageable. And that is the reason we are doing all these video lessons for you, so that you will keep yourselves occupied. Okay? Maybe you would want to see us on the screen sometimes. Yes, children? Okay. So these are the 4 types of sentences. So I think so much is clear for you. Yes? Now what I will do after this video is, you're going to be watching this video for at least 3 days. So you have 2 slots, study hour slots in your schedule. So during your study hour slot, I want you to watch this for at least 3 days so that there is no confusion. And then I'm going to send across a worksheet where you have to identify a sentence and tell me which sentence type it belongs. Okay? Once that is done, the next class we're going to go a little deeper with each of these sentences. Okay, children? Love you and hope you're going to listen to your parents and hope you're going to stay indoors. And I want all of you to are putting in a lot of effort, children, to do this for you. Okay, because we want to engage you in a very fruitful way. Alright? And some of your dads are working from home. Yes, they are in meetings sometimes, they are on calls sometimes. Make sure that you don't trouble them, you don't make noise. Yeah? Alright. All the best. Love you and take care.